Hello, my starlings, and how are you doing on whatever fine and glorious day you are watching, listening to this on? It is a not as horribly hot day here in the lower mainland of British Columbia today in June 10-ish something. I don't really know. But it is the day that it is today, and I am happy to be here with you having this moment. So I'm going to take a moment to arrive and be present with you, and I invite you to as well, to just take a moment, settle into your body, settle into your present, settle into your now, notice what's happening, observe it, wonder maybe even a bit about it, how you're feeling. And then I'm going to ask you, so how's your time travel going these days? How's it working out for you? Are you having what are we talking about with time travel? I'm like, oh yeah, no, we're talking about time travel. In fact, we'll be talking more about time travel. There's probably going to be a whole series on time travel and a playlist, because that's my intention. So welcome to episode 3 of A Witch's Perspective, which is going to be on a very practical, non-witchy thing, because this concept has very little to do with magic, though you could add, I suppose, a magical component to it. It is about stitching ourselves through time in a much more effective way, at least for people like me who have really struggled with anything outside of me right here and now. I have ADHD, identify as autistic, which helps to combat some of the ADHD, but the reality is, ADHD, man, if it isn't pretty sparkly and literally in front of my eyes or on the tip of my tongue, it does not exist, which can make for some really awkward, frustrating moments where I get really mad at myself because I've boxed myself into a corner of, and oh my God, the deadline is here, or oh my God, I really need that thing done, and I didn't do it when I could have done it to make my life easier, and now I am screwed. Oh, the number of times I have been screwed by Yesterme. So many, which is what I'm going to talk about. I am here to talk to you today about Yesterme, or for you, Yesteryou. Yesteryou, Yesterme is the me and the you that was partaking of the day yesterday or the day before. Excuse me one moment. Not that like allergies to add a little extra cough and torture to the drive and to life and all those wonderful things. So my apologies for the coughing. It's just been where I've been living for the last little while. Anyhow, yes. So I was starting to get us into the concept of Yesterme and Yesteryou and Yesterus. Now, Yesterme does not need to be the yesterday me specifically. It could have been 2 days ago. It could have been a week ago. It could have been a month ago. But Yesterme is the one who either did or did not do things. And so let me tell you how this got started for me. It got started with, honestly, I'm pretty sure it was gas. I needed gas in the car. You know, you're looking and going, oh, I can get another day out of this. I mean, I might probably have to get gas in the morning, but I am so tired and I just want to go home. I just want to be home. I get like that. It's a long commute. The fact that I can record 2 of these and still listen to a 20-minute podcast episode of somebody else on the drive, plus, you know, probably more, tells you just how long this actually is. And right now I'm in that decision crux of, oh yeah, no, I've taken the poorer option, I do believe, that will get me home. So we're just going to have some adjustments here. Wouldn't it be lovely if I was the type of person who would actually edit out my driving moments and my coughing moments? But here's the reality. Time is limited. Time is short. Sometimes when it comes to time being really short, you just kind of got to go with what you can actually manage to do. So in my case, I can manage to record this, but not edit it. Or I could wait until I have time to edit, in which case I would never bother recording because I've already proven that I'm not going to go back and edit, and therefore it will just sit there and never happen. And what is the fun in that? How would you get to enjoy my insanity if I never send it out there? So this comes into, very nicely, oddly, into that sense of time and how well am I traveling through it. It's so limited. It is honestly, it is the most precious resource because it is absolutely non-renewable. There are things that we can do to extend time in our lives, potentially, you know, the healthy eating, the good sleep, all of that, to reduce the odds of something killing us earlier than simply the factors of old age. But we have no control in some fashion. Some of it we have control over. But the whole, you know, hit by a bus, please no. But the random accidents that can happen at any point, and I have been enjoying 911 and 911 Lone Star. I love me some disaster porn, and they do pull it off quite nicely. Entertaining as it is, it's still a very good and unrealistic, but still good reminder that we are all simply here until we're not. Time is moving through us, with us, around us, but we are moving through time, and that time allotment is finite, unless you've actually got some immortal beings kicking around here, which most of us aren't, or all of us aren't, don't know, but we are where we are. We are the people and the human beings and the creatures that we are, and as such we have finite lifespans, so there's no getting more. Unlike that weird movie where they could trade the time with the whole wrist thing and give seconds and time to each other. I mean, interesting, but also a bit weird. But we can't. You know, you can make more money. You can change the amount of sleep. Like other resources, we have something we can do about them. When it comes to our time in life, no. So it's just a matter of choosing what we're going to do with it. But just because I say that doesn't make it easy. Again, I have ADHD, and I will tell you, it is not easy to simply go, I'm going to do this thing. So what ended up happening? I was debating the whole gas issue, as I was talking about. I did not want to stop. I get in the, I just want to be home mode, spending over an hour commuting, not the most fun thing on the planet, to be honest. So I don't want to sit in the car. I just want to be home. So I didn't want to get the gas. And I did have that, but then I'd have to get gas in the morning. The level to which I did not want to. And the number of times that previously I had given in and gone, screw it, I'm not going to get the gas. I will deal with this tomorrow. And then had to get gas on the way in. And then that plays with the how much time I have to get in the morning. Oh my God. But that was tomorrow's problem. That's how I would typically look at it and deal with it. That's tomorrow's problem. Well, making it, but that day I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stop. And I did. And I got the gas. And the next day in the morning, as I'm driving to work, I had the most profound sense of gratitude. Oh yeah, huge. Like I do not have to stop for gas. I've already got it. Same thing when I was driving home the next evening, because there might have been enough gas that I could have really pushed it, made it to the job, and then gotten gas on my way home the next night when, oh my God, I thought I really wanted to get home the night before. No, then the following night, even more so, even worse. So again, this profound sense of gratitude. And that gratitude was to Yesterme. It wasn't the me of the now. It was the me of yesterday who had actually done something I did not want to do, but I did it for the future me, for Morrowme, essentially. The concepts really just essentially go together. And that amazing sense of relief and freedom and gratitude, and being able to direct it at the me that had been, at the Yesterme, had a profound and lasting change on my perspective. And it allows me, so when I'm in a time like today, if I was driving home, I'm good for gas. I've changed up that procedure, so I now get gas every Saturday. There's reasons. That's a different time travel episode, so things to stay looking forward to. Oh, I know, so fascinating. I say that as if it isn't. And it kind of, it just is, right? I'm digressing. That's the kind of thing it's going to be today. I'm sorry for the hot mess that is episode 3 of A Witch's Perspective. What can I say? So At this point, I think it was probably some weeks later, and I had another moment of thing I didn't want to do, really didn't want to do. But I was remembering how it felt to be so grateful for what Yesterme had done, and went, can I do that again? Can I do that for Morrowme? Can I be now the one that will be the Yesterme when I arrive in tomorrow? Can I do that? I was like, you know what? I can be that person. I can be that version of myself that will do kind things for myself in the future. Now, it's easy to say that. What I find is the problem, because there's all the talk, right? Like, of course, doing it now, doing things in the immediate moment, so much easier. There are lessons I've had to learn to really get those things to stick for me, because it is not my natural state at all. Like, truly is not my natural state. And how to get those things to stick has been a journey of finding a visceral relationship to the experience. So really feeling it on a somatic level, the intense wonder and joy of the freedom, as I've said, of not having to deal with that problem later, but being free of it. And what that takes is paying attention to and noticing where you've actually advantaged yourself in the past into this present. Recently had a lovely conversation with Ms. Harpy, who is a lovely person, another lovely magical person who lets me ramble at her sometimes and explore certain concepts. And I was talking to her about this, because somehow in all of our conversations we've had, this had not come up before. Who knew? And she was really struggling to connect with this idea, because it is so easy to put things off. So we were exploring, like, what is something. Have you done anything to where you've got a project that you want to work on, and you've already bought the materials for it because you happen to be out somewhere and you remember to pick them up, or maybe you were out in one store and realized that the store next door had that something that you would be able to use, and so you took the extra 3 minutes to go into that store and to pick up that thing so that you'd have it handy when it came time to work on your project. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I did have that thing. And then, oh, that's right, I don't have to go out this weekend to the store because I've already done that. Oh my God, that is so awesome. She took herself into that gratitude moment, into that experience, into feeling it in the body, in that whole flush of somatic joy that said, yeah, this is excellent. This is an amazing gift that I've got from Yesterme. And for those who are actually watching this, I'm sorry for the video coming going quality. It's sunny, and so depending on how the light happens to hit in the car, I turn into a super villain a little bit with the whole like darkness and stuff. Also, I kind of like living in darkness, so it suits me, but does not help with the video taping. So that is the way to approach it, is to connect into the something that you have done that makes your life easier. And I know, how I know that it is very easy to focus on all the ways in which we have cheated ourselves in the past, that we could have done X, but I didn't, and now I'm screwed. I do believe I opened this episode, or at least had that commentary early on, because yeah, I have absolutely lived that, and I have railed at myself, and I have talked down and nasty to myself in just really horrible ways because I hadn't done the things that would have made my life easier. I had actually done things that made my life harder. Yes, it is very easy to do that. Let it go. You know what? We all fail all the time. That's just accept it as if that's where you are right now. Cool. That's your baseline. You know what that means? You got a lot of potentiality to move up in the world. Going up is going to be so much easier because you don't have to do much for it to be better, right? It's the advantage of not being in the best place. That may sound really trite and horrible, and I kind of laughed as I said it because I know how people will probably take it, but that's the reality. I have been down. Oh my God, my ability to spiral down is epic. Yeah, it is a 2-syllable sounding word. Epic. Okay, that just got weirder. But it's still true. I can spiral me down until you think you hit bottom, and you know what? Bottom is where you decide it is. There's always, pretty much always further you can go until the aforementioned dying part, which really isn't the bottom when you think about it from certain perspectives, but that would be a true digression. No. So we want to move away from that idea of being down and hard and disappointed in ourselves. That's easy. Why do easy? Why do common? It's common to do that. Let's not do common. We're starlings, damn it. We are starlings, and we can do the extraordinary. And the extraordinary is to go, wait a second. I did do something that made today easier. And to do that and to notice it and to feel it so that the next time when that opportunity is there with you at not too excessive a cost, because we don't want to hurt ourselves with, I have to do everything for tomorrow. That's a whole different side of the coin. Also totally problematic. You can't live every moment in the, I'll just set up everything for the future and never live now. Problematic. Don't do that. What we want to do is a healthy balance between actions of now towards the future, actions of now that embrace the now, and actions of now that reflect into the past. Very healthy triad of balance. So that got noisy in my world. Don't know about yours. Yesterme, Morrowme. Try looking for that thing, because what we are looking for is to bring a little stitchery, a little witchery into our time travel. That we are not simply in the now or doing rumination on the past and dwelling on all typically the bad things, or catastrophizing about what could happen in the future and all the bad things. Again, I'm very good at the spiral down. No, instead of that kind of connecting, it's being here and now and recognizing, again, on a very connected, physical, emotional, every level really, that what we do now will impact decisions. Oh, smart decision, bad decision, traffic decision. Will impact tomorrow and Morrowme, and then connecting into our past in a way that looks to the positive of what we did in the yester. And that's how we stitch and help ourselves move through time, travel through time in a way that is not about managing it or burdening it, but dancing through it. Why aren't we dancing through time and finding a way to glide and to flow and to be that wonderful, glorious kind of place? So that is what I leave you with. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to think and contemplate and explore. Is there something that you have done in recent days, recent weeks, recent months, recent years in your life that is going to make now or tomorrow or the day after a little easier because you've already done it, because it's already happened? And then feel into that. See what that's like. See what that does for you. Does that encourage any different kind of consideration or engagement in what you do in the future? It's a life hack. Okay, I'm a hack. That's what I am. I'm a hack, and I'm sharing my hacks with you. Take great care of yourself, my starlings, and I shall see you anon.